Hey y'all, Covet Rev, right here, coming at you. Just a quick take you through it. Want to make it as fast as possible. New Addy in town. Already known for its flavor by those that have them. Smooth draw. Good looks. High quality. One more rip, and then we'll go over there and look at this thing. So here we have got the Rev by Covet, 22mm atomizer, serialized on the bottom with a killer little logo. I like that Covet logo right there. You got your negative post connector right there. I've already got the bottom fed pin installed in mine. 12 millimeters from the top of this chamfer down to the base of the atomizer, not including the 510. I measured with my ruler and I roughly got 5 millimeters by 1 millimeter. I got a ruler. I'm not all advanced with calipers and stuff yet. That's pretty much it right there. Then you got the top, which is a nice generous. I've got it built, by the way. I will deconstruct it here for this video, but if you're a dripper, you got your full access there. If you're a squonker, pay attention to how cool this is, how close your coil is, how little chamber there is in this atomizer whatsoever. It comes with this Delrin integral. It also comes with a Delrin adapter that you can put your own drip tips in. These are just press fit, which is pretty cool about them. They also appear to have a groove in the event you wanted to run an O-ring to snug them down a little more or something. But I love the way mine fit. When you first get it, and after you wash it, everything's kind of tight. But once you start to vape it, it all just feels like perfect in hand, okay? Everything about it just has a good feel to it. I'm not going to try and wreck my hands taking the top cap off because it is a great fit like any atomizer. I don't want that thing coming off when I pick up my mod. If I happen to grab it by the atomizer, which isn't often, but it is sometimes, nor do I want it being so tight that I can't get it off, period. So there we go on the deal. This is a side with the build in it that I got facing you right here. Let me turn it around a little bit so I can work it. You'll see the single coil reducer in there as well. Another black Delrin piece, as I understand it. I got some clarification on materials, but I couldn't get everything answered because I just kind of like realized I was going to make this movie today and hit up the guys, and they're on a different time zone than me for one thing. So I was able to get a couple of the answers, and that was that those accessories are black Delrin. Let's look at the unbuilt side for starters. Now that we're inside, you'll notice you got gold-plated capture plates that are stepped, so you can build. I've got mine on the inboard part of the capture. You can build wide. The screws are really nice and long on this, so you're not going to have any issues with thickness of wire or screws coming out. It takes a little flathead. Inside there, you've got a pretty deep, like deeper than most that I've seen, little well in there. So you run your wicks down in that well, and you're squonking, and it's kind of like a little reservoir. I don't think I get any more hits per squonk out of it, let's just say. But it kind of makes it where the atomizer just seems to be a lot less prone to leaking. My wicks soak it up pretty quick. So there's your kind of your presentation of the deal. And this is my build side right here. Got a 3mm coil in there, 316 stainless, 26 gauge. I make it about the width of this inboard capture. I do bend one leg on it, so one of them comes off perfectly off the top, and then I bend this one so it comes off top. It's just a plug-in installation. The height at that point, the pole you built it on, the 3mm pole, is right on the deck. Key to me is that the coil is centered between the posts and the rim of the deck. Not much, if any. I don't think I'd go any higher than this right here, where I've got it. Right there is the perfect height because you got air just popping in. hitting the face of that coil and just going right out. You know, this is just freaking insane. The amount of flavor that this thing provides you, the thickness of vapor. For me, I'm kind of more of a restricted direct lung type of vapor. When you put in this single coil reducer, which just plugs in just like this, got it all lined up right, just plugs right in, comes right out. It's got that little groove in there for your nails. Again, it might be a little tight at first once you get it on. For the restricted lung type of vapor like I am, and flavor chasing vapor like I've become, this thing is just freaking off the chain. Now look again at where the coil is. See that? So keeping that in mind, you don't want that thing way out by the edge of the deck. You don't want to get it up any higher than that, 'cause you'll find that the top cap could heat up on you like any atomizer. If you get things too close to stuff, it'll heat up. Well, to keep this one in its optimum zone, I like it right there. Now, you can push the coil down if you're so inclined, but I just love that build-up. I went through a few to experiment to milk this thing for maximum performance when I first got it, to see what worked the best, the smoothness of it, all that good stuff. That is the build that, for me, works fine. The smoothness now up close. This is another one I happen to have. Let's just give this a little rip, and you can hear how smooth this is. Good stuff right there. So there you got the Rev by Covet. Comes in this killer box. Now, I'm not much on boxes. I don't care for boxes whatsoever. But I got to say, as far as boxes go, if you were a box type of individual, other than like the box on your girl or your wife, this is a hell of a box right here. Okay? If you were the box type. Inside it was the mighty Rev itself. Little Clapton they throw you. Got a bag here. This one happens to have the dripper pin in it, but initially it comes with the bottom fed pin, the gold plated bottom fed pin and gold plated dripper pin, which I quickly replaced with the bottom fed pin. See how long those screws are? Nice and long. A couple extra base O-rings. These are O-rings that I imagined that you could plug into your drip tip or adapter if you were so inclined, if you wanted it to be tighter or whatnot. There they are. There's a couple of spare ones of those. Again, it came with this adapter. Came with a single coil reducer. Came with the integral. Comes with some killer dudes and customer service wise, responsive wise. This atomizer is made in the United States, here up in Seattle. I want to say it's made in like Eugene, Oregon. So that's pretty cool that more and more cool stuff is coming out for us squonkers every freaking day. And or drippers, if you're a dripper. I don't know what you are. I'm a squonker. People are recognizing that, including the stuff in the package. Now this thing retails with all that stuff, with the single coil reducer, the integral drip tip, the adapter, and the bottom fed pin is $170 out the door. I would say for the quality and what you get with it, the quality on this is first rate. The machining on it's first rate. The ingenuity of the design, in my opinion, is pretty much first rate. I like it a lot. I'd say that's a price I paid freaking twice, okay? I didn't mind paying it. If I get an opportunity to pay it again, I will.